Yo, it's your guy Ben Durin, the illest film reviewer and fan in the galaxy, back again. And I'm continuing the DC review marathon with Justice League. Yeah, so this one, honestly, it was another one I kind of wasn't looking forward to. Because I was 50-50 on it because I remember like liking it, not loving the movie, nowhere near loving it, but just liking this film for obvious reasons. Like we all know the drama that went on with it, with Zack Snyder leaving for quote unquote issues with his personal life, and Joss Whedon coming on to conclude the directing and everything as such. So, but I remember when Snyder got replaced, I was not upset. It was kind of disappointing because I did want the guy to finish his vision that he had, this whole story arc that he had for Superman that he was saying he had planned and everything. So, but when they announced Joss Whedon to come in and replace him, I was like, okay. But the finished product, you could tell this was a film directed by two directors. You could tell that they wanted to do more so of Joss Whedon's vision for Justice League and not Zack Snyder's, and it just didn't work with the universe they set up, in my opinion. But this film has some glimmers, and it's hard to tell which one is which. Who's it's from, whether it's Joss Whedon or Zack Snyder. But yeah, so I'll just hop right into it. I'll hop right into my dislikes. I did not like the overall tone of the film, which to me didn't have a tone. Well, it did have a tone. They tried to do a Marvel movie and it didn't work. It was too funny. Like the comedic timing they tried to hit with the characters, the comedic tones they tried to hit, it didn't work with the characters they set up previously. Specifically, Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman. Like Batman, it's not Iron Man. Batman doesn't crack jokes, and if he does crack a joke, it's a very dry joke to the point where it's not really a joke. It's just him saying shit. It's just funny in the moment. So that was one I didn't like. I did not like the character of Barry Allen in this one. I thought he was annoying. Like he was like a little kid. This guy, isn't he like supposed to be like in his mid-20s and he's acting like a teenager basically? Like that was something I did not enjoy too much. And I liked Aquaman in this, and I liked Wonder Woman. She always gives a dope performance. And I did like Cyborg. I liked Ray Fisher Cyborg. Like he sounded like Cyborg, if that makes sense. Like he looked and acted like Cyborg. You could tell this guy is a very good actor by the way he portrayed his characters. I got to check out some of his other films he's in, but I'm pretty sure they pulled him off of Broadway too, or doing theater, something like that. But yeah, but however, all that being said, there were some dynamics between the team that I enjoyed. Like, I definitely enjoyed the whole getting ready for battle speech when the lasso got caught on Aquaman's leg and he's spilling his guts. He's like, "You're just gorgeous." Like, basically saying what we all want to say about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But yeah. So, but let me go more into the things I didn't like. I didn't like the story. The story was kind of weak. Not even kind of, very weak. Steppenwolf was not a good villain. Like, yeah, Steppenwolf had the potential to be a great stepping stone villain, but still a dope villain in his own right, leading up to Darkseid. And again, I just think this is a butchered story because you have two visions going on with this thing. So I did not like the villain for this film. Look, I have a lot of likes. You know what? I'm just going to stop talking about the thing, or I have a lot of dislikes, because I could go all day about my dislikes with this film. I would rather talk about the likes that I have, which is a lot, kind of. And because this movie is so weird, it's like there's moments where I'm just enjoying it, I'm loving it, then it's like, okay, here we go, and it's like up and down, wishy-washy, and it's like, if y'all would have just let the director finish his vision, it probably would have came out a better product. And now, honestly, this is the perfect time for me doing this because, as everybody knows, about a night or two ago, they formally announced that Zack Snyder's the Snyder Cut will be coming to HBO Max. So they're going to make you pay for HBO Max to watch his Snyder Cut. Great job, WB. Instead of just giving us the film from the get-go, you're going to make us pay for two films. But fuck it, I'm going to pay for it. But yeah, but you could just tell that they butchered this film. Like, very reactionary, pulling him off of the film that early. And it was to me reactionary off of a bad decision of like committing to all these films with this guy when he didn't even put the second film out. Like, yeah, Man of Steel was a okay. It wasn't like a smash hit. I believe it made like 500 million or six at the box office, something like that. And it's like you just roll right into this whole universe instead of establishing the characters one by one. Either choose to do a Batman movie or choose to do a Superman movie. I would have continued with just a Man of Steel too. Then I would have made basically I would have made Batman the last character like to get his own film because we just got finished with his franchise with Chris Nolan. So I would have probably skipped over Batman and did Wonder Woman. Then I personally would have did Flash, then Aquaman, then Cyborg. But it's so many things like they like the ancient battle like that was basically like the ancient Justice League. Like there was this recent Marvel comic where they kind of had like the ancient Avengers where it was Odin, Agamotto, I believe it was Agamotto. That was their version of Doctor Strange. The Iron Fist of that time period, like the ancient Avengers. They kind of did that with this, where you saw the ancient Atlanteans. Like I'm pretty sure that was King Atlan, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that was King Atlan. You had the ancient the Amazonians, the ancient ones. You had the gods, the Greek gods fighting alongside them. Then you had the Green Lantern. They had a Green Lantern in this. Like it was so. And this again, it's like I said, they have these moments of just pure. Oh my gosh! Like this is really good. This is fun. And then they're back to Batman cracking jokes with Barry Allen and stuff like that. However, I didn't completely hate Barry Allen's story. I like every scene with his dad. Like that was really cool. It reminded me, it took me back to the CW Flash or the old days CW Flash when Barry would go visit his dad in prison and everything. But yeah, so those are the aspects I like the Barry Allen. It's not like I'm saying his character was completely unsalvageable garbage. Like there was a lot you could salvage, just make him more mature. Because I like a Barry Allen that cracks jokes and everything, but he's still mature and he's serious. To me, Grant Gustin plays the character so perfectly. He strikes that balance of funny but serious. If you want to do completely funny, then just name the character Wally West, because that's what Wally West is. Wally West is the funny Flash. Barry Allen is the kind of funny Flash, but more serious. So, but yeah, and then Aquaman is just Aquaman, like just badass, like my man. Like that's dude, that was one of the quotables I came out of that film. Like I was saying it to my friends all the time. Like every time they would pass me a beer, somebody would be like, my man, doing it in the Jason Momoa voice, the manliest man there is in Hollywood. But yeah, I'm a Jason Momoa fan. You feel me? I like him. He seems like a cool dude, and he did a good job in this film. But again, it's not much to talk about with this movie because again, I did not like the story, and I did not like how they started out handling Superman. I like the finished product minus, obviously Mustache Gate, like minus that, but I keep telling people Henry Cavill has the potential to be the best Superman to ever exist because he played him so well in this movie. Just when he shows up, minus the whole I'm a fan of justice, like minus that, but it was like just when he was flying next to the Flash, he called him a slowpoke and all that. It was so many. He just let him smile. Literally, that's all you had to do was let the guy smile and be hopeful and things like that. Because to me, and like I said, like I heard in my Man of Steel review, it's not like he isn't a hopeful Superman. It's just that in Man of Steel, that was a Superman that was just starting out, figuring himself out, like doesn't know his place in the world, and it was supposed to be that type of tone. And that's what Snyder has been saying all along with his films. Like this is a Superman growing into becoming Superman, and Justice League was going to be the punctuation mark of him becoming Superman. So by the end of this, I might do like a little video once I get to Birds of Prey, I guess. I'll do like a little video about Snyder's whole plan for the DCEU, and I'll just like read through an article or something. But I want to get through Wonder Woman. I want to get through Wonder Woman first and Aquaman and all that. And see, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it because I was thinking, I might wait till Wonder Woman 2 comes out, or 1984 comes out. But then again, I don't know when it's coming out, so I'll just go ahead and wrap up the DC, EU review since I'm doing it on Throwback Thursdays anyway. So, but all in all, I like this film moderately. Obviously, it could have been way better than it was, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Batman in this, again, I didn't like him. I liked it again. I like his atmosphere. I like his Gotham. Like his Gotham looks like Gotham. Like, and he looks like Batman. Just the end scene when like Lois Lane is typing her article and everything, and you see Jim Gordon. Emphasis on the gym because J.K. Simmons was in the gym getting in shape for this role. But yeah, when he turned the bat signal on, you just see Batman like rise up. I was like, oh my God, give me this Batman movie. But we're getting skinny Robert Pattinson. I'm sorry, bro. I had to poke fun at you, but which I'm looking forward to. I'm still looking forward to his Batman film. But dude, man, Ben Affleck just never got fully recognized as Batman, and that's sad because again, he's my favorite on-screen Batman. Minus him cracking the jokes here, I still like him as Batman, but. Yeah, so overall, I thought the story for this film was trash. I thought the way the characters came together was trash. As Charlemagne the God would say, the Justice League formed through an email attachment. That's trash to me personally. But well, actually not, because they kind of retconned it in Suicide Squad. They changed it from being an email attachment to like Amanda Waller getting him to file, but not really. It was still that Bruce Wayne learned of these people through an email attachment, and he found out their locations and identities through Amanda Waller. So yeah, the Justice League basically still got formed through an email attachment. I thought the villain was complete garbage. But the upsides of this film is the mythology it built up. I feel like it set the groundwork for a dope mythology that DC can still do. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they can still continue this on. Like apparently, General Swanwick was supposed to be Martian Manhunter, and they were going to introduce Green Lantern. So I wonder if that HBO Max Green Lantern show will eventually tie into the movies. Who knows? But we'll find out. But yeah, so I will rate this film. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Like it failed spectacularly. It failed, but it didn't feel like as bad as I thought it would. So yeah, so I give it a 5 out of 10. It had enjoyable moments in it. And yeah, so as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned next Thursday for Aquaman. Aquaman's next. Yes, Aquaman. Then after Aquaman, I believe is Birds of Prey. So yeah, we're gonna just keep rolling right along and get this done. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Emphasis on the comments. Hop down there and tell me what you guys think of these films, and go to the Filmmatic Facebook page and comment on there, and continue the conversation there. The Twitter page will be up and running by this end of this week, and I promise. Like I said, I'm not a Twitter guy, so. I've been dragging my feet doing it, but I'm going to get it done because I recognize, it's a good place to have a conversation with you guys. Just don't dive into the muck on Twitter and I'll be fine. So, yeah, as you guys saw, Comically Speaking, the new, I guess, podcast is on there. It's not for the faint of heart, as it says in the description. It's me being very raw on that. So, yeah, tune into that, if you want to. I'm going to have different guests on. It's going to be a lot of gaming. Literally, you're just going to see like me gaming with whoever I'm playing with. And yeah, so next guest should be SM Young. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, peace. That's all my announcements. So peace. Peace.